Good morning, children. Today we are going to see word problems that involve linear equation. The challenging part of solving word problems is translating the statements into equations. Once if you translate the statement into equations, then you can solve the equation and find out the unknown value of the unknown variable. Let's see problems from exercise 3.7. Third one number is 7 times another. If their difference is 18, find the numbers. Here they had given two statements. Using these two statements, you have to find the numbers. First statement is one number is 7 times another. So you have to find out two numbers. So taking that number be x and y. First statement, one number is 7 times another, that is x equal to 7 into y. And the second statement, if the difference is 18, that is when we subtract x and y, the difference we are going to get is 18. That can be written as x minus y is equal to 18. Now we formed two equations, x equal to 7y and x minus y equal to 18. Using these two equations, we are going to find the value of the numbers x and y. For that, we are going to substitute this x equal to 7y in the equation 2, that is x minus y equal to 18. In this equation, we are going to substitute x equal to 7y. We get, instead of x, 7y minus y is equal to 18. That is xy equal to 18, then y is equal to 18 by 6, that is 3. Here the value of y is 3. Using this value, we are going to find out the value of x, that is x equal to 7y. You can take either equation 1 or equation 2. Here I am taking equation 1, x equal to 7y. Substituting it for y, we get 7 into 3 is equal to 21. Therefore, the numbers are 21 and 3. Fourth sum, the sum of three consecutive odd numbers is 75, which is the longest among them. To find the three consecutive odd numbers, we know that the odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, it goes on. The difference between these two numbers is 2, that is 3 minus 1, we get the difference as 2. 5 minus 3, we get the difference as 2. Same way for every odd numbers, we are getting the difference as 2. So we are taking that odd numbers be. If you take the odd number be x, then the next two odd numbers be x plus 2. And the third odd number will be x plus 2 plus 2. That we get it as x plus 4. In the question they had given sum of three consecutive odd numbers. Here the odd numbers are x, x plus 2, x plus 4. If we add all these three odd numbers, we get the sum as 75. This can be written as x plus 2 plus x plus 4, that is equal to 75. If we add the like terms, we get 3x plus 6 equal to 75. Then we are moving the constant to the right hand side. We get 3x equal to 75 minus x, that is equal to 69. 3x equal to 69. From this we are going to find out the value of x is equal to 23. Here we find out the value of x is 23. This is the first odd number. And the next two odd numbers will be 23 plus 2 and 23 plus 4. It gives us 23, 25 and 27. These are the three consecutive odd numbers whose sum is 75. And the next one you have to find out which is the longest among them. From these three, 27 is the longest number. Fifth sum, the length of a rectangle is 1 by 3 of its breadth. If its perimeter is 64, then find the length and breadth of the rectangle. Here we are taking the length and breadth of the rectangle as L and B. The first statement is given is length of a rectangle is 1 by 3 of its breadth. That is L is equal to 1 by 3 into B. From this we can get breadth is equal to 3 times L. And the second statement given is if its perimeter is 64. They had given the perimeter as 64. Using this 64, we are going to find out the length and breadth. Here perimeter of the rectangle equal to 2 into L plus B units. Instead of B, we are going to substitute this 3L. We get 2 into L plus 3L, that is equal to 64. It is given in the question. That is 2 into 4L is equal to 64. We get 8L equal to 64. From this, L is equal to 64 by 8, which is equal to 8 meter. If the length is 8 meter, then the breadth is equal to 3 times L. That is 3 into 8. We get the answer as 24 meter. Therefore, the length of the rectangle is 8 meter and breadth of the rectangle is 24 meter. Sixth sum, a total of 90 currency notes consisting only of rupees 5 and rupees 10 denominations amount to rupees 500. Find the number of notes in each denomination. Here they had given that they are having 90 currency notes. Those 90 currency notes consist of rupees 10 and rupees 5. If we amount that rupees 5 and rupees 10, that is if you sum of the rupees 5 and 10, then we will get the total amount as rupees 500. Here what you have to find out is, you have to find out how many 5 rupees notes are there and how many 10 rupees notes are there. For that, first we are going to take, let the number of 5 rupees notes be X and the number of 10 rupees notes be Y. First one is given as the total number of currencies, that is the number of 5 rupees and the number of 10 rupees are totally is given as 90. So we are writing as X plus Y is equal to 90. The next is that given is the total amount as 500. For that we are going to take the values of X and values of rupees 5 and rupees 10. The value of X of rupees 5 notebooks is 5x and the value of Y, that of rupees 10 is 10 notes is 10y. If we add this 5x and 10y, we will get the total amount as 500. Then that can be written as 5x plus 10y is equal to 500. Using this equation 1 and 2, we are going to find out the number of 5 rupees notes and the number of 10 rupees notes. First, we are considering the equation x plus y equal to 90. From this, we are writing y is equal to 90 minus x. From the equation 1, we are writing y equal to 90 minus x. And we are taking the second equation 5x plus 10y is equal to 500 as it is. Now, we are going to substitute this y equal to 90 minus x in equation 2. That is 5x plus 10y plus 500. We get 5x plus 10 into, instead of y, we are going to substitute 90 minus x. 10 into 90 minus x equal to 500. Removing the bracket, we get 5x plus 10 into 90, 900 minus 10 into x minus 10x equal to 500. 5x and minus 10x are like terms, so we are adding, we get 900 minus 5x equal to 500. Again, we are moving the constant terms. We get minus 5x equal to minus 500 minus 900. We get the answer as minus 5x equal to minus 400. Therefore, x equal to minus 400 by minus 5. We get the answer as 80. If the value of the x is 80, using this, we are going to find out the value of y. That is y equal to 90 minus x. Substituting for x, we get 90 minus 80 is equal to 10. Therefore, the number of 5 rupees notes is 80 and the number of 10 rupees notes is 10. Thank you.